Good afternoon and welcome back to the channel. As you can see, we are not in the Netherlands at the moment, but you are joining me on our vacation together with the wife to Italy. We are in the Marche region, as they call it in Italian. We are in the Sibillini Mountains. And this afternoon I'm scouting for some opportunities to catch some late Milky Way core. So let's see what we can find. Let's go. Looks like I'm making some friends. Hello. I have absolutely no idea where that dog came from. I think we have arrived at the first possible location for a Milky Way shoot. We are over this Piani. We have been walking here a bit and I found this spot here. The Milky Way will rise more or less above the mountains. It's getting dark at around 9 o'clock. Moon will come up 10:30, so I'll have 1.5 hours of true darkness. The path I think here could act as a leading line. Maybe I can use some trees here also. Furthermore, it's not really a contrasty region. By that I mean it's all green. It's not flat, but it's just not very contrasty. The landscape doesn't have any really particular features, but maybe I think it's a quiet landscape and maybe that will work pretty well. So first possible composition here. And I'm seeing a Fiat 500 driving there on the road. I didn't think they could drive here. I actually hoped that was parked in the middle of nowhere and it would be here tonight, but it won't be. Check it out.
I thought the scout was over, until...
Okay, so just as we were getting home for this afternoon, we drove just past this abandoned building. It looks to be an abandoned house. It's called Villa Lucio. I don't know the history of this building, but people who know me just I love abandoned buildings and I've always wanted to photograph these kind of things under the Milky Way. So there's one little challenge here and it's right across a pretty busy road. I hope it won't be that busy this night, but there's a crossroads of multiple cars, just a car passing by. But I think I can make this work. Beautiful stuff.
The plan was good. The only thing to do now was wait for the skies to clear.
So it's now actually the next evening. Yesterday I really wanted to go out, but the weather looked really bad. As you can see here, there's the mountain range we went up yesterday. So that means from our apartment we can watch the skies, and we just got a mega nice afterglow effect here. Some really nice orange in the sky, but that meant no astrophotography. As you can see right now, it looks pretty clear. So let's see what we get up there. I'm going to try anyway.
While driving into the mountains, darkness slowly crept in and the first stars showed themselves. Goosebumps started to rise. I love this anticipation, not knowing what the adventure ahead will bring yet. But you get this feeling it might be good, really good.
So after a little bit of a night hiking here in the mountains of Sibillini, I have returned to kind of the same spot I've scouted before. I've just set up my time lapse at 50 millimeters. I'm hoping, I think you can see behind me, to my right, to your left, row of Yuki is still above the mountain range and the Milky Way core is following behind it. I'm hoping I can shoot it setting behind that mountain. We'll see. It's cleared up pretty beautifully. I can already see the Milky Way. Darkness will set in, astro darkness will set in about 15 minutes. So I think I'll just let my time lapse run and hike a bit further to my intended main composition for tonight. I've put all my time-lapse right in the middle of the path so that I can find it back. I'm just hoping nobody will cross here in the meantime, but yeah, otherwise, what can you do about it? Okay, let's go. Okay, it's always the same with this weird and relaxing astrophotography hobby. You always think, or at least I always think, I have way too much time to get to location, get a bit relaxed, get a feel for the area. But almost always I have not enough time. So I'm sorry you missed the beautiful B-roll shots of me setting up the Nomad star tracker, because what I noticed, maybe you can see behind me, here, Row of Fuki is setting in a sort of curve in the mountain, and I had to be really quick because I really want to include, if I can, Row of Fuki into this composition. There, here you can see the Milky Way core. Yeah, it's beautiful here. I mean, I can see the dark horse with my naked eye, and that doesn't happen a lot. And also the composition I'm shooting, it's much more better than I anticipated. At least I think so at the moment. Because we have some paths which I also showed you yesterday when I was scouting, and those paths lead in beautifully into Row of Fuki and the Milky Way via the tree. And I really wanted also to set up my tripod of my star tracker at the same position as where I'm going to shoot my foreground later, because the horizon is not flat, we have mountains. So if I want to make a good blend, I really need my tripod at the same location, because otherwise there in the valley, in the curve here, for example, I would just miss sky to blend into. So, and it's just more accurate this way, and I feel more proud of my pictures. Okay, I'll catch my breath now, let the tracker do its job, and in the meantime I'll make some video for you of this beautiful, peaceful location. It's not the darkest place I've been, but it's still really dark, so much structure visible in the Milky Way. Sibillini Mountains, never heard of it before, and now I'm here and I'm loving it. Look at those guys there, the little light on the ridge. It's a camper, I've walked past it. And I think they really spotted one of the most beautiful camping spots ever. If I ever have a camper, I want to come back here and camp on the Cassiopeia. So far it's going pretty well. I've become really relaxed, and while my camera was doing the work, I was able to enjoy the stars and enjoy this really silent location. I mean, there's only crickets or cicadas around. Do you hear it? I hope you can hear it. It's beautiful. I've said it before, but for me that's the most beautiful sound of the night. I'm very happy that that is the only sound I've heard so far. Because do you remember that that large cute white dog which I encountered yesterday? I've talked to the owners of our apartment, and she said, oh, was it a large white dog? It seems they are shepherd's dogs, and they are partly here to protect the sheep from the wolf packs which are roaming these mountains. And she told me, please do, and I think you'll be fine. But please do take extra care because there are wolves here. So far only crickets and etc. So it's a little bit exciting, but yeah. Wow. I think I'll now do my foreground shot. My tracker has just run. I've done 12 shots of, I think, I'm not even sure, f2.8 at 20 millimeters, ISO 1600 and about 1 minute or so. So I've caught Row of Fuki, the Milky Way core. So I'm going to shoot now my foreground, and I think I'll also try to include myself in the foreground, holding a little bit of a light, getting some balance in the shot and some human interest, as they call it. I'll see what I like most with or without myself. And then it's time to go back to that old abandoned house. So that should be exciting also.
But before going to the house, there was one thing left to do on this location.
It's time to check the sky quality out. I've talked about how dark it was, like not the darkest place ever for me, but also much, much darker than where I usually shoot in the Netherlands. Yeah, my guess would be somewhere high in the 20s or low in the 21. Light pollution map said 21.93. I'm not exactly sure about that. That would be maybe a bit too good. There's also a little bit of haze in the sky, not too bad, but enough talking. Let's let the device decide. There we have the verdict. 20.96, which isn't bad at all. Nice. Okay, on to the second location. Okay, so I have come now to the Villa Lucio, the abandoned house here in the valley. I am just doing some simple stacks, single shots, and that's because there are about 4 or 5 other photographers here, local photographers. Really nice guys, by the way. They offered me pizza, they offered me beer, and they were trekking and standing pretty far from the house, so I don't want to disturb their shots too much. So that's why I'm doing some simple single exposures. I've done a horizontal stack and a horizontal stack and vertical stack. Both look pretty good. Milky Way is lining up better than expected also here. It's just at the bottom of the valley here, and it seems to come out of the house. And yeah, maybe I'll set up my tracker because I think they are leaving in about 10 minutes. Maybe I won't, and I'll just do it with a stacked, easy stack. So skies look so good, it will come out pretty well even, however I shoot. So yeah, beautiful, man. Well, this afternoon I've researched this building, and to be honest, there isn't a lot of history to be found on this one. I don't know why it is abandoned and who the owners are or were, but one thing it is pretty famous for here in the region apparently is because it might have something to do with the disappearance and death of a Rothschild baroness here in the 1980s. And it's a bit of a creepy story because the Baroness with her housekeeper, I don't know exactly why, but they went into the mountains with their car in very, very bad weather and they weren't returning. And it is thought this house has something to do with it. They found some rests of food, etc. So they might have sheltered here for some time, and only days or maybe even months later they found both their bodies supposed to be murdered in the forests here nearby. So yeah, that makes it a little bit extra creepy to me to be here, especially now the other guys have left. I'm at a crossroads here, but I haven't even seen one car, only from the other photographers, and for the rest it's just super quiet and a bit eerie, but I'm pretty sure the bodies aren't left in this house. So let's go on shooting this beautiful idyllic house in the beautiful Sibillini Mountains under the Milky Way. Wow, wow, wow. Come on, man. Why do I always step into this you know? So it's now about half an hour later. I've been shooting this house from a little bit more close up now. Now I have the chance, now the photographers have gone home. I think it looks even better if you come up close because it is protruding into the sky. You know, it is silhouetted against the sky instead of against a dark mountain, so it really stands out. I'm not doing any tracking at the moment. I have done one stack, tracked stack of a horizontal shot I've done a little bit further away. But this one here, I'm just doing a, let me check, f2.8 6400 ISO 6400, of course, 16 millimeters, the Viltrox lens here, shooting around 20 seconds, and that gives me a pretty good histogram and sharpness from the house until the stars. I've done, I think, about 8 stacks or so, and I think that will be more than enough to get out some detail. This one isn't about getting out all the detail possible, I think, but it's about this little beautiful abandoned house. All right. Wow. What an evening, man. I'm so enjoying myself. It's so super quiet here. It's unbelievable. You can hear absolutely nothing. I've been standing here for about an hour and I've seen one car now, except for the photographers, and just crickets, birds, owls. I even saw an owl standing next to the road while driving here. Nature at its best. Okay, so it's now almost approaching midnight, and you know, midnight, the ghost hour. I think I'll call it a night before the ghost hour begins at this abandoned house. Yeah, I think I'll have some beautiful shots from both locations here in Italy. If I do, here are the shots, and for now I thank you again for watching. Thanks so much, and I hope I'll see you on the next one. See you, bye bye.